Most teams don't fall apart because of a lack of talent. They fall apart because of how they handle pressure, right? When things get hard, when expectations aren't met, when the results aren't where you thought they'd be. That's when people start protecting themselves, right? The blame starts showing up, silence starts showing up, competition inside of the team that was once healthy starts showing up. And slowly, the thing that was supposed to be unified, right? The thing that was this tight knit group starts pulling itself apart. Okay, but the strongest teams that I've ever been around, they do the opposite. They don't run from the hard conversations. They create space for them, right? They sit down and say, hey, let's talk about what's actually going on. Not to attack each other, not to win, but to understand. And that takes a ton of humility, right? Because now it's not about proving that you're right. It's not about, trying to prove your point, you push your idea through whatever. It's about willing to be wrong. It's about listening. It's not just waiting to respond. It's about being able to say, hey, I missed that. I could have handled that a little bit better. I didn't see it from that perspective. I didn't understand what you were trying to communicate there. And here is the God honest truth. If your team cannot have honest conversations, then you really don't have a strong team. You have a very, very fragile one, because pressure is going to expose what you've been avoiding in your teams, right? Real unity isn't pretending that everything's fine all the time. Okay. Real unity is choosing to fight for one another instead of competing against each other. Okay. And especially when things get hard, it's saying we're going to go after the same goal, right? So let's stop turning on each other along the way. So speak the truth, but speak it with care. Say what needs to be said, but don't forget that you're talking to someone on your team who you love and who you're committed to. Because how you say it, how you say the things that you're saying matters just as much, if not more, than what you're actually saying. And if you can build a culture where people feel safe enough to be honest and humble enough to listen, then you're not just going to survive the hard seasons. You're going to come out of them stronger and closer and more aligned than you were before.